Welcome to Who Let the Dogs Out, the podcast designed to help you enjoy life with your best friend without all the frustrations. Join us each week as we help families across the country do just that. I'm your host, Corey, and I'm joined by my co-host,
Sally.
And today we have got a what for them, Sally?
We have got a dog talk.
A dog talk on Thanksgiving. So today, folks, we're going to be talking about the top 6 things, well, top 3 things your dog should eat on Thanksgiving if you wanted to give him some table scraps, and the 3 things your dog shouldn't eat. We're going to talk about how to take great family photos with your dog.
Yep.
And then we're going to talk about how to correct jumping, how to handle begging, stealing food, counter surfing, things like that. How to exercise your dog before your guest arrives. Sorry, I have terrible handwriting. And then door manners, so your dog doesn't bolt whenever you're letting your guest and your friends and family in and stuff like that. So that's what we're talking about today, folks. But before we jump into that, me and Sally created a new handshake, and we're about to show it to you.
Here we go.
Do you remember
This is the
Here we
Wonder
go.
Dog handshake. Let me just, we go.
Left,
1,
right,
2,
up, down. Who let the dogs out? Okay. I thought it was... You were barking.
Yeah, because I thought we were...
Yeah. I got it. Anyways, we made that up right before.
We're just crazy.
Okay. Grab it here whenever you're going to move it. Don't grab the...
okay.
All right. Act like you've done this before. Anyways, folks, if you don't know us, my name's Corey. I'm the founder of Wonder Dog Training. I started the first day of 2018. Sorry, I was going to say 2015. 2018, since then, helped thousands of families and thousands of dogs across multiple cities and multiple states. And you are?
I'm Sally. I'm part of the administration team.
And podcast co-host extraordinaire. Yeah, for those of you who are newer to the show as well, we've got a few formats. We've got Dog Talk, which is what we're doing today, which is where we come on to talk about a topic related to dogs, dog ownership, dog training, things like that. That's what we're doing today. We're breaking down, normally it's one big topic, but today we're doing a bunch of little topics. And then we've got Q&A, which is fun because you guys send in the questions. We give you the answers. If you want to write in a question, how do they do that?
Send it to me at sally@wonderdogtraining.com.
Yes.
Or you can put it in the comments.
Drop a comment down below. Yes. And then we've also got interviews. We've done some interviews. So if you want to, go check out some of those from back in the day. Yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. Got a trivia question for you all. Now, in order to ask this trivia question, I'm going to first ask Sally a trivia question, and then I'll actually ask you the trivia question. So, Sally, how many eyelids do dogs have? Is it 1, 2,
4,
3, or 4?
4.
Wrong. Okay, so is it 1, 2, or 3?
2.
Wrong. Is it 1 or 3?
Oh my goodness. Are we talking about dogs with 1 eye or 2?
No, just regular dogs. Is it 1 or 3?
How did they have an odd number?
Literally,
1.
No, wrong. Okay, literally
Jeez.
terrible. All right, so dogs have, here's the trivia question of the week, folks.
What the heck?
Dogs have 3 eyelids. What is the purpose of the 3rd eyelid? If you want the answer to the trivia question of the week, stick with us to the end. We'll give Sally the multiple choice options and let her pick from those and see what they actually are. By the way, previous weeks, not last week, not this week, but the weeks previous to the last 2 weeks, she's been crushing the trivia questions.
I was on,
She was on a real roll. I was like,
but now
this is my Slumdog Millionaire right here.
this is
Just
but since
ask
then,
her random obscure breed
I've
question. She'd pull it right out of her hat. And I'm like, how do you know that? And she's like, well, when I was a girl.
back in the days.
Anyways, so yeah, guys, that's the trivia question. Dogs have 3 eyelids. What's the purpose of the 3rd eyelid? Yeah, so stick with us to the end. We'll do that. Anyways, that's pretty much it, folks. If you like the show, before we jump into the topics, if you are not subscribed to the show, we ask that you click the subscribe button. That would really help me and Sally out quite a bit. We're at 550 on the road to 1,000 subscribers.
We're halfway
so
there.
a little over halfway. We're 55% actually.
There we go.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, anyways, we're almost there, or over halfway rather. So, anyways, if you're listening, you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. That'd mean the world to me and Sally. If you get any value out of today's show, you know somebody who has a crazy dog for the holidays, and they're like, man, Thanksgiving's going to be a pain inviting my family over because my dog's going to be so crazy. Send this to him if you don't mind. That would be really helpful to me and Sally, and it'd probably help one of your friends, family members, church friends, whoever it is out that has a crazy dog. So, also, folks, shameless plug, but if you're listening and you are in the Memphis, Nashville, or Austin, Texas market, you've still got time to get your dog trained before Christmas. Not fully trained, but make some good progress. I guess you could if we doubled up on lessons, but and you signed up early enough or tripled up on lessons instead of doing one a week, we could do 2 or 3 a week. But anyways, all that being said, you can make some significant progress right now if you start now. So anyways, if you're interested in that, call the office. You might get a hold of Sally, and maybe we could get you booked in for a free transformation session.
Yeah.
Where you'll get to meet me or somebody else on the team that comes out and actually meets you and your dog one-on-one, comes up with a program, and that's it. So anyways, if you want your dog trained before Christmas, before the new year, you want to start the new year off right, call today. This is the best time to do it. So anyways, that's it. Shameless plug out of the way. Anything new in Sully's world? I feel like we just did this like a few days ago.
Yeah,
so.
no, nothing new in Sully's world.
Got a new toy?
He's got a new toy.
Got a new toy?
He got a new toy because he was a very good boy on his field trip with you.
Yes, he was.
So now he's got...
Which we talked about on the episode that came out yesterday. Normally we'd been recording later in the weeks, like Thursday or Friday. Today's Tuesday, and we just recorded last Friday. So was that at nighttime? No, it was middle of the day.
No.
Everybody's gone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We were here late after.
Right, because it was after you clocked out, or what would have been normal time for you to clock out. Yeah. Anyway, so it doesn't feel like there's been too much time.
There hasn't.
In between shows.
Just a few days.
Yeah.
But no, he's got his new toy and he loves it.
Yeah. So that happened.
His toy is Mike from Monsters Inc.
And he's named Sully from Monsters Inc.
So Mike and Sully are back together.
Mike and Sully are back together.
He loves it.
She has a cute picture of him from it. So
you tell him, say to him, go get Mike.
Yeah, that was cute. Anyways, I've nothing real new in me and Mia's world other than just working hard. Hopefully gonna have a pretty busy next couple weeks. Hopefully get you calling and dialing a bunch of people and book me in for a bunch of appointments and stuff. That's what we want right before the holidays. I've been thinking about getting me a sibling, a cat. Not a dog sibling. I've said I won't get another dog till Mia passes away.
What if she doesn't like the cat?
Well, here's the deal. I've always wondered, why do people like cats, right? Because I'm clearly a dog guy. I've spent my whole adult life helping people with their dogs, right? Yeah, so I've always wondered, I've always loved dogs. And we've had family cats, but they're always just like, I don't know, like an accessory to the house or whatnot. I've never really loved a cat like I love a dog. But there's a lot of people out there who really love cats. I love all animals.
My son loves his cats. He taught his cat to play fetch.
Wow.
And he used to take it for a walk on a leash.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, folks. I've never really loved a cat, but I've been wanting to be like, I've been thinking like, okay, maybe I should get one. And test it out to figure out what it is. I've been around cats more recently. My little brother has a cat. I've been around another cat. And so anyways, I used to be intimidated of them, very intimidated. But my little brother's cat and this other cat have kind of warmed me up where I'm like, I could see that. It's been like an idea in the back of my head. But anyways, I've been thinking about getting me a sibling. So to be determined on that. Another thing too is you were saying, what if she doesn't like it? Well, Mia... Whenever our chickens at my parents' house used to free range, she would literally just lay in the yard with the chickens and like watch out for them and stuff like that. And would just like literally just hang out and watch out for them and stuff. So I would think that she would probably do fine. But we had family cats.
So you think she'd like mother the cat?
I don't know about mother it, but something. So I don't know. I feel like she'd be fine with it. Back in the day, though, I used to say, go find the cat, and she could sniff the cat out in the house. That was pretty funny. The cats didn't appreciate it too much, but
yeah, we had stables. I was very fortunate as a child in England to have horses, and we used to have cats as outside feral cats to keep the mice and other things out.
They're very helpful for that, and I definitely know I want to get a farm one day, and I will definitely have cats on my farm. Little farm
but we
cats,
found one day that the dog that we had. She'd never been pregnant or had puppies, but the little kitten, she was laid down and the little kitten was suckling on her and she allowed it to happen.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Yeah, one thing about cats, though, is that if somebody's ever describing their cat to you and they know that they're a dog, that you're a dog person, they go, oh, I've got the coolest cat. He's like a
dog.
Which means that even cat people like dogs better than they like cats. But whatever. I digress. Yep. I've been thinking about getting me a sibling. That's it. That's what's new in my world.
Watch this space.
Yeah. So, anyways, folks, I guess we should jump in.
Yeah. This is a good one. This is going to help people who's going through Thanksgiving the first time with a new dog.
Or an untrained dog. Or a non-wonder dog status dog.
Yeah.
So anyways, once again, guys, if you get any value out of this, you learn anything, you know somebody with a crazy dog, just share this episode with them. Could make a big difference for them on Thanksgiving. Make their Thanksgiving a little bit easier, in which they will be thankful for you and me. So,
okay.
And Sally.
So, are we going to go through it in a process as to what comes before?
Now we're just going to go in the order that I wrote them down.
Throw it out there.
Because the fact that I guess they take longer to explain the further we go down the list. So we'll start with the quick and easy ones.
Okay.
Number 1, the foods your dog shouldn't eat. Trivia.
Shouldn't eat.
Let's go with shouldn't. Thanksgiving themed foods that your dog shouldn't eat. Give me one off the top of your head.
Bones, turkey bones.
Okay. Funny enough, that wasn't on the list when I was looking this up. I knew what to put down, but I was like, let me double check my list online.
Okay.
Bones wasn't actually on there, but you're right. That is right. I put that on the list.
Splinter,
they do.
They?
Yeah. So when you cook a bone, that splinters easier because it changes the molecular structure of the bone. And so, like, for example, me eats raw dog food. We grind the bones up. Like, dogs can have chicken bones, raw chicken bones. But you always hear like, oh, don't give your dog chicken bones. Well, why is that? Because a lot of times they're cooked chicken bones and they splinter real easy.
Yeah.
But dogs can actually have chicken bones if they're raw because they're easy to chew up. They don't splinter, things like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, me eats raw chicken bones all the time. They're grounded up into little tiny bites. But so cooked bones. What else? Give me number 2. So this is actually me 4. This is going to be 4 things that dogs shouldn't have.
Okay. So no bones. Like butter and things like that. So
if we're just going to categorize this as high-fat foods.
High-fat foods, okay.
High-fat foods. So butter. I don't know why. My dog loves a good stick of butter. Mia loves a stick of butter. I can't blame her. I love butter too personally, but she loves a good high stick of butter. Another big one too is like, I'm sure you could give your dog like ham in like moderation, like a piece of ham, like a holiday ham or something like that. But you definitely shouldn't give them an excess amount of ham because it's very high fat. Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
Okay. Many moons ago, when I was in dog training school, I came home to surprise my mom for Thanksgiving. And after Thanksgiving, my mom's like, oh, we should give Mia the ham bone. This was also before I really do any better. And I'm like, now I would never give a dog a cooked bone. But we gave her the ham bone. And it was just like a bone with a ton of fat on it. Anyways, it tore Mia's stomach up. Like literally, she had diarrhea so bad I had to take her to the emergency vet on Thanksgiving. This is also after I'd got bit in the hand by a dog on this break and had to go to the ER and get stitches. So me and my dog both took a trip to the ER on
not a good time.
It was pretty rough. So we said cooked bones, high fat foods. The next one is grape and raisins. I don't know how many you shouldn't give your dog. Let's just say 0. I'm sure 1 or 2 wouldn't hurt, but let's just go with 0.
Let's just don't do it.
Next one is onions and garlic. I don't know. I feel like Mia would turn her nose up at an onion, but Mabel would not have.
Oh, no. Mabel would have eaten it.
Yeah, Mabel.
Yeah, crazy girl.
Yeah, Mabel would have eaten it for sure. Things you can give your dog. Number 1, plain turkey. So if you just want to cut off a little slice of turkey and give him something, feel free. Plain vegetables. I feel like that's simple enough.
Broccoli. Cooked broccoli. And
I like broccoli. I was just
carrots.
making like the face. I don't think a dog would want it. They'd probably be like, I don't.
Anything. Depends what vegetables you serve up.
Give me some butter, man. Don't give me no vegetables, no broccoli. Give me some butter.
No mac and cheese.
Probably shouldn't give him mac and cheese. Although, funny enough,
high fat content.
Mabel did, her old lab that passed away a few years ago, she literally did used to eat raw noodles. Like, she could literally hand her a raw
wait a minute.
noodle.
Let's ask who always fed Mabel raw noodles.
Well, she said she'd eat anything. So one day I tried it out and turned out fact check true.
Yeah.
Lenny, who's way pickier, will also eat raw noodles.
Yeah, he does.
Mia, my dog, will not eat raw noodles.
No.
So the pickiest of the bunch. Anyways, and then the last one that was on the list was just like plain pumpkin. So that's it, folks. That is what you should and should not feed your dog on Thanksgiving. That is Thanksgiving related.
There we go.
Any questions on that before we move on?
Do it at your own risk if you want them to have the poops.
Yeah, for sure. Mia's probably not going to get much Thanksgiving food.
No.
Unless my mom gives it to her off the plate. But okay, next one I wanted to go over. Everybody, I don't know about everybody. Our family loves doing a nice Thanksgiving picture. And, get the whole family out there standing up. You take a nice family picture, right? And so, how do you take a good picture with your dog? that's what I was going to go over next.
Okay.
I would say for this one, it'd be helpful to have a dog, a leash, and some treats.
Yeah.
So gather the family up, get your designated picture taker, whoever's like kind of in the family, but kind of not in the family. You know the one.
Or you can just alternate.
Yeah.
Let somebody say, you sit this one out and take the picture.
And then you're really going to use the second picture, but you wanted them to feel included, so you took the first picture. But you're like, all right, hey, let's get one of just us now. All right,
now.
yeah. No, you go out there and take the picture. Anyways, so get your designated family picture taker, and then I would say get your dog to sit next to you at heel. So put a leash on them, reel them in close, get them to sit. Dog, sit. If they don't sit, give them a little pull, give them a little push. Do that over and over again until they are just sitting and being still. And I was like, okay, I want this person wants me to sit still. Then when the person's given a 3, 2, 1, which they definitely should do if they're a good picture taker, they're going to go 3, 2, 1, and then have the person make a weird noise. My go-to noise to get the dogs to look at me is bzzz. Dogs, they look and they cock their head. Very cute. Another one you could do is bup, 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 bup. That also really worked well. You could have the person hold a treat in front of the camera and go, treat, 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 or whatever your dog's favorite word is. I need to stop. Mia's about to come over here. Yeah. If I wanted Mia to look at the camera, I would just say PARK. She'd be like, what? Did you say? She loves that word so much. So, so that's that. Or if you want like the real ultimate, get a squeaky tennis ball. Put it right, camera here. I'm taking the picture this way. Boop, squeak, picture. That's it.
Yeah.
It's how to take great family photos.
Cool.
It'll last a lifetime. It is fun looking back because, we look back like 10 years ago or 8 years ago or whatever it is, and they just flashed up on the screen like an old Thanksgiving picture. A few of them at my mom's like 50th party or whatnot, you know. And so you see like family members who have passed away since, and like the dogs that you had back then, like our family border collies.
The dogs growing up from being young dogs into their older years.
It is.
And it's definitely memory making.
It is. So take pictures. That's just a life lesson overall. Take lots of pictures. You never regret having too many pictures. But yeah, that's how to take great family photos.
Awesome.
What's next on the agenda, Sally?
Don't forget lighting as well.
Yeah, we're not doing a photography class.
What about families that have got like high energy dogs that just like want to be jumping up all over the place and, causing chaos, getting overly stimulated when people come?
I'm glad you asked. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is where I was going to head if you didn't bring up such a lovely question. So what I would do, guys, I would say the biggest one is like, let's say, I'm just going to say for the sake of our imaginary family here, we got mom, dad, 2 kids, let's say a teenager and one that's younger and a teenager here. Mom's cooking food, getting everybody's coming over, stuff like that. Aunts, uncles, moms, dad, grandpas, all that kind of stuff. I would say the big one would just be like have somebody exercise the dog. If you want your dog to be a part of Thanksgiving, have somebody walk the dog. So if the dog doesn't normally go on a walk, have one of the teenagers take the dog out and go for like a 3-mile walk that morning, get a nice thing in, get some nice steps in, play some fetch with the dog in the backyard, take him to the dog park, let him run some energy out, stuff like that. This is going to be the biggest one. It's just get your dog's energy out in advance. Every morning when the dogs get to our shop, and I'm pointing this way because all the dogs are behind me in the other room. They're in the training room. In the morning time, we exercise everybody. We run all the dogs on the treadmill. We, in between walks and potty breaks and stuff like that, we rotate all the dogs on the treadmill and get all the dogs' energy out because that is what's needed in order to calm the dogs down. So, no different here. So if it's Thanksgiving morning, start by taking your dog out for a long walk, playing fetch with them, take them to the park, let them run their energy out, something like that. That's going to help your dog overall be much more manageable on Thanksgiving.
Can I ask something about that? Would you say walking them at any time before people come over is good, or do they need to walk them nearer to when people will start arriving?
I'd say anytime is better than no time, but they're probably nearer to when people are arriving and stuff for sure. If your guests are arriving at noon, then take them on a walk at 10:30 or something. Be done by 11:30.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the big one. So I'd say exercise your dog before they come over. The next one is, and I just want to give everybody permission to do this if you feel bad. If your dog is going to beg, steal off the counter, steal from little toddlers that have food or whatever it is, or they're just too energetic and they're not grandma, you could literally just put the dog up. You could just put them in a crate, put them in a bedroom, put them in the laundry room, put them in the backyard, something like that. I would say in between now and when Thanksgiving time rolls around, you probably don't have enough time to teach your dog how to not beg. If you didn't want your dog to beg, I'd say teach a nice like place and stay command while you're eating. Probably don't have enough time to do that. If you don't want your dog to counter surf, we don't have enough time to address that right now. So if your dog's going to do either one of those or steal food from the toddlers, I'd say just put the dog up. Stealing food from the toddlers is probably like, that's walking around like a little snack. That's probably like least lower on the list. But if they're going to, jump on the counter and try to steal the turkey or the ham while you're not paying attention, I'd say just put them up, put them outside. If they're going to be really annoying while you're eating your food, you don't want that to happen, put them up, put them outside. So that's how I'd correct that. And then the big one on the list is just jumping and door manners. So, I don't know if we have enough time to teach your dog door manners either before your guests get here. I would say if you know all your guests are going to arrive within like a certain window, let's say in between like 11:30 and 12 or something like that, man, just have your dog's leash on them. Just let them drag their leash around in the house. If they're off leash trained, put the remote collar on them and see we can address the jumping and bolting out the door, stuff like that. But overall, I'd say just have the dog's leash on them. So whenever people walk in, you can give the dog a correction for jumping, a correction, just a little tug on the leash, just enough to say, hey, please don't do that behavior, right? Once you're all fours on the floor, then you can get attention from the people that you're excited to see or whatnot, right?
Yeah.
But start by giving the dog just a little tug, put the leash on them. It's going to be much easier to control, or just have your dog in the backyard whenever your people get over there. So I'd say either basically for Thanksgiving, you can either push your problems off till later by just putting the dog outside or put the dog up, or address it, by putting a leash on the dog and just keeping better control of him.
Yep.
And then hire us before Christmas. That way we can give you some results before Christmas time.
Yeah, because you're going to do this all
soon enough.
over again.
It's going to be families
like
coming over for Christmas. We're going to have a tree up. We're going to have presents under the tree. Don't want the dog chewing it. We got a lot of Christmas problems that are going to be coming up. So who knows? We might do a Christmas episode. I don't know. Yeah. What else?
I was just thinking as well. So everybody knows their dog better than what we do at the moment because we don't know
it's your
them.
dog.
It's your dog.
Right.
If they were to crate their dog and it's been in there for a while and it needs to go out potty, do you think they should just like open the crate, let the dog out? Or should they like clip the leash on and walk the dog out that way?
I think it's going to be dependent on the dog and the dog. Yeah. I think it just depends on the dog. If your dog is going to, just walk nicely to the back door and not, bother anybody or jump up on anybody or whatever, just let him out. If that's the case, you probably just let the dog out, period. But, and just leave him out. But if your dog's really bad and real naughty and going to cause you problems, I'd say probably just, reach in, clip the dog up, then take the dog out on a leash.
Yeah. I think it's just like thinking things ahead of time, isn't it? So you don't end up with a dog that's like got the crazy zoomies and
they're going to be excited.
Yeah, and getting under people's feet or jumping, like you say, jumping up grandma that's come over. And
last night I was at this sweet couple's house, and they're a bit of an elderly couple, and we trained their dog 6 years ago, and then they got a second dog a couple years ago, and the dog's 2 years old now. And they signed up for training with us for the second time, which is always just such an honor and a pleasure. Because I was telling them last night, I'm like, because they were like a second year client, and so I told them, I'm like, it's so cool now, like having this business for so long now that, like people are training, their second dogs with us. Like what an honor, what a privilege. Yeah. And there's one of these are one of those folks. And anyways, but their dog, it's a 2-year-old dog, which is normally at the time the dog starts tapering off energy wise, right? Like it's a slow taper, but it starts going downhill from there.
Managed to get through the hard 2 years.
Their dog was busy for I was literally there for an hour, and the dog didn't lay down until 45 minutes in. Like it was just busy. And these people are, they're like I said, they're a little bit older. They're a little, move a little slower these days and things like that. This dog's just crazy, right? The dog that we trained is pretty good. He, needs a little refresher, but a little touch up. But anyways, all that being said, your dog's going to be excited on Thanksgiving. Absolutely. They're going to be excited. Wow, our house is full of people.
Yeah.
They're pumped. They're ready to go.
People giving them attention.
Right.
They're gonna love.
Sounds like a good day, honestly.
Yeah,
I love Thanksgiving. I think it's one of my favorite holidays.
Is it? Yeah, you have a big get together, don't you, at your house?
It doesn't feel big, but maybe it is.
Well, I think it is compared to some people.
Yeah, I don't know. We just don't really have a big family, like a huge family.
Well,
but we invite a lot of people who don't have a ton of family in town or don't have family or something like that. So we invite a lot of friends and people that don't have families.
I was invited over that year, and there were a lot of people there.
Are you coming this year?
I don't know.
Can we get commitment live on the podcast right now?
Well, I do have Zach.
Shake it.
I have Zach
Bring
at
Zach
home.
with you.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No, I'm being serious. Bring him in. Lock it in. Come.
Well, I can't. 'Cause
Also, I just noticed your nails very pretty.
thank you. I had
Wonder
my nails.
Dog blue.
I always go for every time I go in, they go, "Are you going to do something different?" I'm like, "Yeah."
No,
And they're like, "Oh, what are we doing? A different color blue."
different shade. That's
Different
funny.
shade of blue, please.
I love it.
This is
love it.
definitely the closest, I think, Wonder Dog blue.
That's pretty close. I mean,
That
that's
is
good.
close,
That's good
isn't it?
blue.
That's a good blue. Good blue, blue, blue.
Oh, I mean, I guess they can already see it, but
Yeah, look. Wow.
but yeah, no, you should bring him.
If you'll come, I'd love to, because I must admit, it was a real fun time when I came over.
I know we do games,
Great
and activities.
food, games. Yeah. Great.
Yeah, we should put you in your little
Fellowship.
yellow wheelchair though. It's a lot more compact around the
it?
corners.
Yeah. Yeah, just just feed me in the garage.
Sally's got a like cub-headed beep. Boop.
I just have to
It's like it's literally like a maze through their
they're
house.
like, "Can you go this way to get through that door?" I'm like, "Yeah, can do that."
But anyways, no, I love Thanksgiving. It's just so fun, and the dogs are happy. It's exciting. But I was thinking this the other day. I was writing all these emails that are going out to like people who hadn't bought training, like filled out our form and hadn't bought training or whatnot.
Yeah.
And I was writing the email on all these. Like these are the subjects of the emails I've been sending out to people pre-holidays. To tell them to basically, hey, get their dog trained. Because we go a little harder with marketing towards the end of the year. And I was writing out these were kind of some of the subjects and stuff in the emails. And I was thinking, I'm like, do people put this? Is it just me being a dog trainer looking at it through a trainer lens? Or are we where we're basically putting like too much thought into like the dog's point of view on Thanksgiving or whatnot? But I imagine though, realistically, like there are a lot of people out there whose dogs do stress them out on Thanksgiving. Like the thought of having family over with their dog, their lab, that's like big and hyper and jumping and stuff. Like, and so like, but who plans Thanksgiving around like, oh, we got to make sure the dog gets a walk on Thanksgiving? Like who plans the day around the dog, right? But it definitely, I don't know. It just seems like sometimes it just seems like a bit of overkill. But I'm like, no, it probably is really helping somebody out there.
No, I think it is helping because you're all, especially, this sounds very sexist, but the majority of the time it's mum in the kitchen.
Right.
Even though there's some really good dad cooks. But mum's already stressed.
Oh, yeah.
Making sure everything comes out at the same time. Everybody's going to have a place to sit, blah, blah, blah. If you put a dog energy into that energy.
Yeah, big time.
If the dog's running around, getting under her feet.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it can make so by the time Thanksgiving comes and you sit down, you're going to have one stressed person.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
So, yeah, think about it beforehand.
Yeah. I'm trying to turn us into a turkey trot family. You know what that is?
Oh, yeah, the race.
The 5K, yeah.
Are you doing it?
Well, we are doing it. Like, it's official this year. We're doing it. But
Okay.
me and my sister.
Okay.
But, like, it's going to make Thanksgiving much more enjoyable to be like, oh.
Well, you'll be definitely ready for a dinner then, won't you?
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing that race.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'll be fun. So, anyways, folks, that's Thanksgiving with your dog.
Yeah.
Hopefully, this has been helpful. Hopefully, you'll get some good pictures, feed your dog good food.
Send us some pictures.
Yeah, send us some holiday pictures. Who knows? We might put it in
Yeah.
the show. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
You got anything else to add for Thanksgiving?
If it's raining or muddy and your dog's going to be out and about, get ready.
She's talking to herself here, folks.
Because if Sully comes in like he did that day where he'd got mud up to his knees and whatever, then that sets the day off being stressful.
Yeah.
So, but no, apart from that, that was just another thought. I was like, oh, what if it's a miserable day?
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's not. Hopefully it'll be nice
Hopefully
and
it's
beautiful.
not. It's-
Weather will be good, not too
Yeah,
cold, not too
yeah.
hot. All right. Well, let's do trivia answer. All right. So
Forgot
the question
about this
earlier
one.
was, how many eyelids do dogs have now?
You said 3.
3 eyelids. So dogs have 3 eyelids.
Okay.
What's the purpose of the third eyelid? So is it A, to help the dog see better in the dark? B, to protect the eye and keep it moist? C, to filter out dust and pollen? Or D, to detect motion faster?
What the heck?
Let's just do this. We're going to do A, B, and then C, D. So you're going to eliminate one choice. So
Okay.
A is to help the dog see better in the dark.
Yeah.
B is to protect the eye and keep it moist.
I think it's going to be for protection.
Okay. So to protect the eye and keep it moist.
Yeah,
So you're
keep it
crossing
moist.
out A.
Yeah.
Okay. Now C and D is to filter out dust and pollen, or D, detect motion faster.
I would say to keep the pollen and things.
Okay, so we're limited. So now we're between B and C. So you got to pick your answer. This is what it all comes down to. For $1 million on the line.
Oh, no.
$1 million of Monopoly money, by the way, folks. Is it B, to protect the eye and keep it moist, or C, to filter out dust and fine pollens?
I'm gonna say it's to keep it moist.
Doop. Okay, that's B. So B, to protect the eye and keep it moist. You find an answer, lock in?
Yeah, lock it in.
You're sure?
Yeah. Can I call a friend?
You've got the answer right.
Oh my goodness. I was gonna phone a friend.
Wow.
It was gonna be you.
Wow. Come on, put it.
You notice what he does? He hits me harder because he knows it makes my fingers tingle.
Did the little tinglies. All right. Yes, the answer is B, to protect the eye and keep it moist. Dogs have a third eyelid called the. Okay, this is crazy.
Okay.
Nictitating. Nictitating. Necessitating. Nictitating? Anyways, membrane. I'm sorry, folks.
Yeah, that make a new word. Well, it's not a new word, but just say
it sweeps across the eye to protect it, clear debris, and spread tears, helping prevent infections and irritation. I did get a second one earlier. How about this? We'll do this.
So wait a minute. So now you're not going to be able to answer this, but now it's got me thinking.
Pronounce the word necessitating.
Necessitating.
No, I was, yeah.
So that third eyelid keeps it moist. What does, I know.
What do the other two do?
Yeah, the outer one, of course, it closes everything down when they go bye-byes, unless your dog sleeps with its eyes open. So what does the second eyelid do?
Well, let's find out. That's a great question.
Thank you.
Here we go. What do the other two eyelids do?
Yeah.
The upper eyelid, same as in humans, blinks and closes over the eye to protect and keep it moist. The lower eyelids, also like in humans, move slightly, but dogs rely more on their upper eyelid for blinking.
Okay.
The third eyelid, the one that we were just talking about, acts like a built-in goggle, slides across the eye from the inner corner outward.
Oh,
That's
so it goes that way.
This way, yeah. That makes sense. Because you can kind of see it like be up or stuck sometimes, you know?
Oh, see, now that's just made me think of like the Men in Black movies with the little creatures that their eyes go.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you're right. So that's it, folks.
Awesome.
There you have it. The
good.
more you know.
That was a good one. I
Look,
like
one
that
day, folks, you're going to be at work and they're going to be like, hey, we're doing obvious trivia night. And they're like, it's going to be dog trivia. And you're going to be so well prepared for this.
See, we're going to set you up for success.
Yeah, seriously, with all of our dumb trivia. So, but yeah, we're going to start doing a mix of like breed trivia and then just random like dog trivia. Like
I think that was a good. I like that
just
one.
because the breed questions are getting a bit obscure at this point. We've run out of all the COVID questions. Well, cool. What else? You got anything else?
Nope.
All right, guys. Well,
that was it.
If you know somebody who would get value out of this show, we just ask once again, share it with them. If they got a crazy dog, puppy, things like that, they need help with their Thanksgiving plan for their dog, send this episode to them. It means the world to me and Sally. Also, if you're listening and you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit subscribe, follow. If you're on an audio platform, leave us a 5-star review. Yeah, that'd be very helpful. And that's it, folks. Remember, you can get your dog trained, and that can buy you some peace on Thanksgiving for sure. But the only way to true peace is with Christ Jesus. So we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.